everyone, and welcome to today's episode on cybersecurity. I'm so delighted to be joined today by founding partner at breachthekeep.com, Michael Bob. Thank you for joining us. How are you today?
Not too bad. Thank you very much for having me, Harsha.
Thank you so much, Michael, for your time. It's an honor to have you as my guest. So, Michael, as you all know, I've been following Michael on LinkedIn and have seen a lot of posts around virtual CSO. He's a security advisor with over 25 years of experience. And a lot of work is around virtual CSO practice for small to mid-tier business. So tell us more about Team CISO.
So I started Team CISO about 5 years ago. I've got myself over 20 years of working as a practical CISO in large enterprise, and decided that there was a gap in small business that as a small business owner, you could go out and get an accountant, you could get a lawyer on an advisory base, but there was nobody to provide that practitioner level security advice.
Yes.
So we decided that we were going to collectively provide that guidance, cybersecurity guidance to small business.
Yes, and when it comes to security, it is often the most talked about topic, but when it comes to taking any action or decision, it still needs more attention. And especially when it comes to small business, one question is often asked, are the security needs of small business different than those of a larger corporation? And the answer is yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, so even like a small security breach or an incident in a small organization, it can have a major impact on their business. So when it comes to small or a medium-sized business, how and when is the right time to involve a virtual CISO?
So if you think of a virtual CISO simply as a security advisor, um, right now is the best time to bring somebody in and lay out, guide you a set of rules to work on your business. So one of the things that we do is a maturity assessment. So across a number of different types of security, passwords, firewalls, email, backups, encryption of your laptop, and endpoint protection and patching, all of these things, we assess how well you're doing it, how frequently you're doing it, and then give you a roadmap so that you can start building good hygiene practices.
Yes, and that is really required because people are the weakest link when it comes to security.
Right.
Yes.
Yep. You always take
And
the easiest road.
yes, and hackers love that.
Mm-hmm.
So now when people are working remote,
Yeah.
this is the need of time, and with new tools and technologies being tested and being used in most of the organization to support remote working. So a lot needs to be done on the security aspect, and I've seen so many of your posts on penetration testing,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of the most popular and critical tools to strengthen your security defense.
That's right.
So
And,
tell us
and
more on the importance of penetration testing and why it should be conducted on a regular basis.
so one of the first things that I lead off with is you don't have to get penetration testing at all. If you don't want me to come and penetrate your system or evaluate your security controls, there are hundreds of thousands of people on the internet right now that will do it for free.
Yes.
However, they're not going to give you a report and tell you where your weaknesses are. They're just going to take your stuff.
Yes.
Basically, we go in, we assess your security controls on your firewalls, your email, your portals, your web presence, and then tell you what weaknesses that you have, what application software needs to be upgraded, if you've got anything end of life, if there are configuration issues that you've missed, things in and around users' credentials. So if you've got administrative credentials that are default or simple, easy to guess passwords, that sort of
Yes.
thing. And we give you a report on the strength of your security posture. So how frequent? I would tend to say at least once a year, but
Okay.
definitely if you did make any major changes. So if you're upgrading an application that is internet facing, immediately get it tested afterwards.
Mhm.
Um, if you're working with the same assessor, they may give you a financial break because they've already got your previous report and they're just doing
Yes.
a delta. If you're bringing a new assessor on board, which is probably, forgive me, probably a better thing because then you're going to get a different mind frame set and they might be looking for something different. But
Mhm. That
yeah,
that's really helpful because how assessor plays a role in assessing your changes that you made in your system and your network, and part of your cybersecurity defense strategy. This pen testing helps in assessing your strength and yeah, to make sure you have complete defense against hackers.
right.
Yeah, yeah, those are really
Especially if you plan on going for cybersecurity insurance,
mhm.
having things like your maturity assessment and your penetration test and a vulnerability assessment, kind of three legs to a stool that will tell your
Yes.
insurance company that you diligence. And if you go through these three assessments and there are gaps, then you
Mhm.
know what you need to work on.
Yes, similar to how we get our health insurance, we go for a health checkup. So before we go
Yep,
for a cyber insurance, we need a cyber health check of all our
that's
systems.
right.
Yes, yes. Um, so Michael, before we sign off, key takeaway to ensure digital safety. Like many of us are doing online shopping, working
Mhm.
remotely, so and kids are doing online classes. So what your key takeaway to ensure people are digitally safe?
Okay, from a small business perspective, please use a different device for your business practice and for your personal life. If that's an
Yes.
option at all, do that. Secondly, everybody's been talking about using strong passwords. I'm not going to go there, although I do. But use multi-factor authentication. So
Mhm.
everybody from Facebook to Twitter to Google to your banks allow the opportunity to use your phone as a second factor. Get
Yes.
a PIN number sent to you every time you log in to strengthen that password.
Yes.
Backups critical.
Mhm.
Ransomware is prevalent everywhere. All it takes is one click on the wrong link to get ransomware. And the
Yes.
best defense against ransomware is last night's backup.
Mhm. Those were really useful tips because we often don't pay attention to backups, especially um, like small things. And these days, we are seeing so many increase in these online scams and emails. So
Mhm.
backup, yes, so those are really useful tips. And thank you, Michael. Thank you for sharing your valuable insights on the much needed topic.
Thank you, Harsha. Very much appreciated. It's been an honor.
Thank you so much. Stay safe. Bye.